What is up, everybody? Welcome to the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. I am your host with the rocks, Adam Richmond, and I am so glad to be joining you here on our live stream on a special night. That's right. Normally we go live on Mondays as we bring you the mayhem, but this week we are live on a special night because I've got a special guest that is going to be joining us here a little bit later in the show. A couple of our Rocklahoma sisters, the Rocklahoma bitches, will be joining us here in a little bit in the live stream. We are so glad to have them join us this week. We are also going to be featuring a couple of new tracks this week. We are going to be giving you a recap of the Normandys' past performance this Memorial Day weekend at the 10 Years of Mayhem event. They played their new track at that event, and we are going to be playing it for you tonight. We also had a submission to the ROK Box. 7 Foot Monkey has asked us to debut their new song, and I said, abso-freaking-lutely. But before we do that, we're going to check in here into the comments. Let's see you folks in there. Let me see why we don't have our chat box working. That's kind of bugging me a little bit right there. All right. But with that being said, I do see some folks in the comments. I see Cristy. What is up? My co-hostess with the mostest, Cristy Gross of Camp Mardi Gras, is in the comments. I see Kenny Spillman. What is up? Glad you made it this week. What's up, Kevin? Alejandro Farinas. I love you guys. It's fourth quarter of the Thunder game. I will join after. Absolutely. Be sure you thunder up, folks. I see the cherry bomb herself is in the comments. What's up, Naomi? Getting ready for She Hates Me Not at the Vanguard. That is an absolutely amazing show. I wish I could see that tonight, but it wasn't in the cards for me. I ended up on the Illinois River all day, and we're going to be entertaining you folks tonight. What is up, Trisha, excuse me. Hi, how you doing? You know, folks, before we crack open the show, let's go ahead and give some appreciation to our sponsors. First up is DEB Concerts, who is always happy to answer the question, what do you want to do with your life? And Rocky will be doing at the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma this Labor Day weekend. The Roadhouse is housing the DEB concert stage, and we've got some really cool things that are going to be happening over there this year. I can't wait to share all of the news and what all is going to be going over there. I do know that there's going to be some local bands playing Doug's stage this year, as well that are making the trek 22 hours to come to Rocklahoma and play for us. I also want to give a shout out to Brett and the Pooh Crew for putting up with all of the shit from me and you at Rocklahoma and Born and Raised. You can get your own portable restroom for your campsite, and you can even get you your own swimming pool with fresh, clean, cool water to help you beat the heat this Labor Day weekend, not only at Rocklahoma, but Born and Raised as well. And you get to keep the pool. So it doesn't matter what you need. They've got you covered at your service rentals. Don't be caught like that other guy looking for a place to go Poo-poo in the dark. What are you doing over there, buddy?
Shitter was full.
Yeah, I didn't call at your service rentals. We also want to give a shout out. We will be talking to them here in a couple of minutes, but we do want to give a shout out to Rocklahoma's newest partner, the Rocklahoma Bitches, our proud Rocklahoma sisters who have been keeping the spirit alive of Rocklahoma for over a decade now, and proud sponsors of not only this podcast, but all kinds of stuff in the local music scene. And we are so glad to be visiting with the Rocklahoma Bitches here in a little bit. They are also the ladies who donate a couple of guitars for the Rocklahoma Scavenger Hunt Grand Prize that Angel and I will be getting signed by all of the bands we interact with at Rocklahoma this year. And you can have your chance to win one of those signed guitars by participating in the Scavenger Hunt, because we're going to make you work for it, y'all. Now, speaking of partners, our proud partner, Photography by Angel Lee, has been working with us for 4 years, covering Rocklahoma and other music festivals in the area. We have covered across the country twice, covering music festivals. We are so glad to be teamed up with our own Rebel Angel of Photography by Angel Lee. You can see some of the photos now for some from our event, as well as there's some from the Terps and Chains Festival and many more festivals as well. Make sure you check her out on Facebook, Photography by Angel Lee. We also want to give a shout out to Rockavet. You know, we've been working with Rockavet for over 6 years, or going on 6 years, giving veterans the medicine that is music, as we help them give away concert tickets, festival passes to our men and women who put it all on the put it all on the line for those of us who love to celebrate our liberties and freedoms in this country. So we have nothing but respect and love for our veterans, and we are so glad to be working with Rockavet, the non-profit charity organization, as we help give back to the veterans. We also want to give a shout out to the big old bus, bringing a busload of debauchery to not just Rocklahoma, but Rock the Equinox. And this year they will be making their debut at Terp Floats here at the Diamond Head Resorts in Tahlequah, July 31st. I can't wait to see what they do here in the Quah. We also want to give a shout out to our newest sponsor, Paulette Haas, the realtor that rocks. Remember, folks, if you are looking to get you a new place, maybe offload your existing pad, or maybe you're just looking for a little something different, don't just get you a house, get you a house that kicks Haas from the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. Be sure to check her out at paulette.kw.com. That's Paulette with Keller Williams Premier Realty. You know, folks, we also want to give a huge shout out to Metalcore Clothing for producing our t-shirts this year, not only for our Tribal Skull, but our 10 Years of Mayhem event t-shirt. We've also got our 10 years design. You can find all of those on our Metalcore Clothing link. We will have those provided on the Facebook page should you want to get some Surviving Rocklahoma merch, we've even got some new designs, including the Photography by Angel Lee limited edition. You can get those. They're also available in pink, blue, and black. So make sure you head on over to our store and get you some swag produced by Metalcore Clothing, and not only a veteran-owned business, but Rocklahoma Family in to boot. Order one of everything, Cristy says. Absolutely. I am looking back here in the comments. I see Christian in there. Yes, sorry, Christian. We went live a day early this week. What's up, Joe? Jennifer, I see Jennifer Haddix is in the comments. So glad you can catch us. Tawny says listening while taking a shower. Ooh.
Giggity.
Because I had no clue this was happening. It's all right. So I tell you what, folks, on behalf of our final sponsor, we want to crack open a cold one as we crack open this show. And let me tell you, I get all of my suds from the Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, the folks that sell the suds to keep me sauce. And they are proud sponsors of not only this podcast, but many of the campsites and camp events at Rocklahoma. So I tell you what, folks, let's crack open a cold one together, shall we, as we crack open this show. So on behalf of all of our sponsors and Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, cheers, everybody. Cheers. Now, I also want to give a shout out to you folks who are donating those stars. We appreciate all of those stars you have been sending. I see the stars party is almost activated. Now, what those stars are, those little pennies, little bits of currency. Those are my tip jar, because we feature so much so much music here on the show. We unfortunately can't monetize. So those stars are how we one of the ways we help keep the show going. Now, remember, folks, if in addition to our proud sponsors, this is how we monetize the show. So as a thank you, we will take our top stars senders every week, and the top stars sender every episode qualifies for our monthly giveaway. Now, our next 3 months, we've got some amazing prizes. We have sets of general admission all weekend passes to Rocklahoma, and that will be what we are giving away this week. Now, if you're maybe you don't want to send stars, that's totally fine. You can also subscribe for $4.99, cancel anytime, and everyone who subscribes to the Facebook page is also automatically entered for that giveaway. And we're also going to have some opportunities for some giveaways. And actually, you know what? I tell you what, if we get over 30 live viewers tonight, it's Sunday, it's a special night. So I tell you what, share the live stream right now if you haven't already done so. If we get over 30 live viewers, I'm going to go ahead and qualify an extra person for those GA weekend passes to Rocklahoma. So if you haven't already done so, make sure that you share the Facebook stream. Now, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about, folks. Now, I originally was going to get some stuff done this weekend, including getting our Rocklahoma All Camps t-shirt get that list done, and I also got to get our Camp Mardi Gras graphics done and some other things. However, unfortunately, I have been extremely busy this past week, as many some other folks have also been in our viewing area. We had some major storms come through the area early Tuesday morning, and here in Tahlequah, we had some tornadic activity that basically our town took a direct hit. Now, fortunately, we didn't have any, we didn't get hit by a tornado. However, we did get hit by some of by the same storm system that ended up producing a tornado in Briggs here in our area last week. So the good news is my house, the storage building, including my generator that we use for Rocklahoma, my camper, even the new chickens that I had just bought my wife for Mother's Day last month, all of these things got missed by mere feet, as two giant oak trees that have been, on my property since the house was built back in 1972. They fell over and fell perfectly in my yard. So fortunately, I didn't have any damage. However, I have a ton of work that I've got to get done. So unfortunately, I've been able to do some of the work on the projects that I have been very behind on for the Rocklahoma community. So I want to thank everybody who reached out, and the folks who had taken the time to shoot us emails or comment or message me directly, and checking on us as the news went out on Facebook that Tahlequah was getting hit by those heavy storms and heavy winds. But on the bright side, we got all of, no damage. So, and I got an excuse to get a new chainsaw and live out my jackal dreams and be a lumberjack. I'm going back here into the comments. Yes, what's up? David Henderson is in the comments. The George Washington of Rocklahoma. What is up, Kenny? What's up, Ape? Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we made it through the storms as well. So, you know what, folks? We have a couple of things going on this evening. We've got a couple of debuts that we are going to feature here on the show, but we are also going to be having a couple of special guests that are going to be joining me here within the next 10 minutes or so. So while we are getting ready to bring those folks on, I think it's time that you guys get a peek at the interview that I was able to catch with the Normandys before they played our event Memorial Day weekend, as we celebrated 10 years of doing Surviving Rocklahoma. And we've had some of our near and dear friends that joined us, and we had some of our longtime running friends that put on a performance for us. And one of those folks are one of my favorite punk bands, hands down, the Normandys. I am the host Alex with the Locks That Rocks Adam Richmond, and this is Surviving Rocklahoma, and we are celebrating 10 years of the Rocklahoma community. See the Normandys over here. What up, Pete?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. I am so honored that you guys had agreed to play, and always said to myself, not only seeing you all up on stage with the energy and working the crowd, but how cool you guys are behind the scenes and in the media tent. I said, I want those guys to play my first show. Can you tell me a little bit about playing Rocklahoma?
We played on the Axis stage the first year, and then we played on the DEB stage. I know that every time we've had the opportunity, we've always been really excited. It's always been a great crowd. The Rocklahoma people love to just scoop up as much merch as they can. So we always sell a ton of t-shirts, get lots of crowd response, and I always feel like Rocklahoma just treats everybody like family. Everybody just kind of ties in together.
Absolutely, and that's what this event is all about tonight. While we are celebrating as a podcast, we're celebrating the community, the family. That's why we've got all the camps represented out here. Can you tell me a little bit about going on the stage and then you see that all of those people just dancing and moving and like doing exactly what you're wanting them to do?
Yeah, it's great. It's amazing. I just kind of like try to get in the moment and think about your hair and how amazing it is, and that's all it takes for me, really. And that's how I do it night after night, day after day.
The feeling's mutual. I see that facial hair, and I'm like, man, I want some of that. Mine comes in like Joe Dirt, and so it's just like the best I can do. I get that native beard, it don't work, You guys have played this venue so many times. Can you tell me a bit about playing the Shrine?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Johnny makes us pay for every drink.
We like to dish a little justice. I'm like, hey, I got some people. I need you to play your stage. He's like, okay.
All joking aside, he's a great guy, so always supports local music and puts local bands on these shows when he doesn't have to.
Normandys, thank you guys so much for sitting down with me. I love you guys so much, and thank you for letting us feature your music on the show.
Before we get out of here, I wanted to say we're going to be at the Blasting Room in Fort Collins recording a new EP on the 21st of July. That week we'll be gone out there recording, so we're going to start filtering in new music to our live shows. So as you see those live shows come around, come check us out and hear some new music.
Absolutely, and you know where you're going to find that debut and those new singles right here on Surviving Rocklahoma. Now, I know you enthusiastic as I am, so let's give them 2 words, a big Rocklahoma, bitches!
Shit.
And that was our interview with the Normandys. And I always love catching up with those guys. They are so much fun. And speaking of, their performances are always so much fun as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is their new track. This video was filmed at the 10 Years of Mayhem event at the Shrine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Normandys' debut with Falling Apart.
said you loved me, but you lied. Did everything to make it right. This time I just wanted you to know I'm giving up. I'm letting go. I never loved you, I wanted you to know.
And that was the debut video of Falling Apart from the Normandys. Give it up, everybody. Yes, sweet studio audience. You know what? While we are at it, I think it's time for us to go ahead and bring on some special guests. A couple of ladies that's near and dear to my heart. We've been working together ever since I've been doing Surviving Rocklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rocklahoma bitches. What up, girls?
Hello, Adam. How are you? Thanks for having me on the show. Okay.
I am so glad you guys were able to take some time and join us this week. And, you know, we've been working with you ladies for so long. But you guys have done tell me a little bit about the Rocklahoma bitches. Like, what is the Rocklahoma bitches exactly?
Gosh, we need help with that definition, but we can tell you how it got started. It was 2011. I had this friend, Brad. What's up, Brad, if you're out there? And he's like, man, you got to go to Rocklahoma. And I was like, what is that? Never heard of it. He's like, you got to go. And he said, listen, whatever you do, get VIP tickets. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. So he sparked my interest. So I called, and they were like $430 or some shit for a pair.
200. Yeah.
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 And I had to ask to borrow money to get those tickets. Like, that was a lot of money then. I don't know.
Right.
15 years ago. Shit. But anyway, I jumped onto Facebook because it was still around. And I'm like, hey, I've got Rocklahoma tickets. Has anybody got a camper? Kendra's like, I got a camper. I'm like, well, I got tickets. And then that's how it got started, 2011.
I love it. So tell me about your first year. What was like, what got you hooked on Rocklahoma?
If anyone remembers their first year, then that's awesome. Right. I will tell you this, it is chaotic. You're thrown in a loop. You don't know shit about shit. And you're just, vibing, learning,
Meeting
the
people.
artists, meeting so many people, like the music, and like the atmosphere, learning where the hell you live,
Packing way too much crap.
yeah. And while we're on that subject, this is one of the things we're going to give away this year. So we got some Rocklahoma bitches trucker hats, and we got some Sharpies right there. And you can, I don't know, get your friend's number, get some autographs, put your campsite. If you get lost, people know where to take you home.
Yes.
I
That's
mean,
a great idea.
you can do whatever you want, but we're going to give these away this year. And like always, some t-shirts, stickers,
Koozies.
We are celebrating hard this year because if you don't know, we are sponsors for Rocklahoma. Thank you, Rocklahoma, for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you, Sharon and
you-
David.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you to the savages.
You know what?
Yep.
We got to
And
have
we just
some
gotta
applause.
celebrate.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'll drink to that.
Cheers
Coke.
to the Rocklahoma
Coke and smile.
bitches.
And to Adam and Surviving Rocklahoma,
Absolutely.
which brings us to another thing. We have some really big announcements. We're going to do some really big, cool shit this year.
Lots.
We're going to start tonight with this announcement. For the first time ever, that at least I know of, Rocklahoma Bitches is going to give away 2 Rockstar tickets.
It's going to be a Rocklahoma Bitches Rockstar
Experience.
experience.
Oh
So,
my
We're going to
God.
have a contest for that, and
Yeah.
you're going to have to watch Surviving Rocklahoma weekly to get codes to be a part of that.
Yes.
But yeah, how about fucking doing it Rockstar style, baby? Win those tickets. Contest information is coming. You got to be in the Rocklahoma Bitches group page.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't forget, invite as many people as you can to the page, share the page,
Yeah,
tag the
right.
page. We do ask that you answer all of the questions before you come in because we do get a lot of bots
Or you can't get in, man.
or you can't get in. And that's just, we're not being bitches. We're just trying to protect our
we?
page.
Sorry.
So that's huge.
So yeah, get you some Rockstar tickets.
2 Rockstar tickets.
Oh my
Give
Have
God.
the Rocklahoma Bitches Rockstar experience. I'm going to tell you, it is top tier. Those tickets are $3,200.
Oh my God.
Fuck it, sell them if you win them. I don't care what you do, but yep. This is big for us this year. We want to make it big for somebody else too.
And those things are sold out right now.
They're
You
sold out. You can't-
cannot
you can-
buy a Rockstar package
Rocklahoma
right
Ticket
now.
Exchange, that is the only site I trust to buy Rocklahoma tickets. If you're going other places, you're probably getting. Make sure you verify your tickets, folks. It's easy. Call those beautiful ladies at the box office.
Yes, much love to Sharon and Dave, as well as everybody at the ROK Box office. Those ladies work so hard for
So many people
months.
do a lot, yes.
Not one.
And that's another great thing. This is our Rocklahoma this year, folks. Like, I don't know. I love that. Like, Rockevettes on the alley, you're on the alley, or you call it the box alley. What do they call that?
The Radio Row. Yes, ma'am.
The Radio Row. Shit. I get my shit.
Media.
Well,
Media Row.
Okay.
and that is so exciting as it is anyway, that I've
Yes.
been visiting with Mike and some of the crew that have decided, they're starting to take over expanded roles. And they said, ever since I first talked to them this year, they said, this is the year that we want to embrace the community. We want to take the community because they're the ones who are always there every year after year. And there's so many folks like yourselves, like Rockavet, and all these other organizations in the community.
Parties, you name it. Yes, so many.
We really want to give a shout out to so many people, but there's just so many that we know we'll forget. Rockavet is huge for us.
Congratulations, Rockavet.
Yeah, we
Had him. Surviving
we
Rocklahoma.
love all of that, and we're really going to be supporting, help supporting the veterans this year, and doing as much as we can with that. There's a dinner, I think, on Thursday, and the meeting at the flag. We definitely want to. We really want to do that. I believe that's Thursday morning at 11. I don't have all my facts straight.
Right.
Big old bus is like sick.
Everybody's
It's
gonna be
huge,
there.
crazy.
If you know, you know.
Like, if you don't know, then you've never been. So
You're a Rockla virgin.
that's huge. We've got a lot of new camps popping up. There's
I love it.
Feral Island.
Gosh, whoever
the
makes
Trias
The
are-
map, God bless them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's-
Camp Black Pearl. There's a lot of really cool swag going around.
I know.
So we're gonna have a lot of really cool stuff that we'll be happy to barter with, stuff like that. But we are gonna be giving out a lot of stuff, just even on the grounds. We're gonna be throwing out stuff, giving away stuff.
More stuff,
And we'll
little stuff,
definitely,
little stuff.
let everybody know when we stop by the big old bus and just throw a bunch of stuff out. So we don't sell our stuff, but we will be giving quite a bit of stuff away this year.
Better have it for free.
Including a pair of rock star tickets.
Yes. And we will
guys,
be
it took
qualifying folks here on the show. And thank you, ladies, so much for welcoming us in to be part of that contest, that giveaway. That is huge, ladies. Now,
Right?
that's
I would want them. Listen, it took a long ways to get to 15 years
Listen,
of being
when we
out.
started, it was like $297 for a VIP ticket.
Yeah.
We had a camper that didn't have any water.
1977 Jaco, wasn't it?
Yep.
There was no water.
And we had no water.
No
we had
air.
no air conditioning.
We had a bed.
Well, you had a bed. I had a piece of cardboard. But you had the ticket, so whatever. So we've come a long, long way to,
And,
from
you
like begging and borrowing and meeting new neighbors, and a lot of people we haven't seen in a long time that haven't been back that we really do miss.
in addition to this contest that you guys are doing this year, you've also been helping us do a contest the last couple of years. Can you tell me a little bit about the guitars that we give away during the scavenger hunt? And
They're priceless. They're
Yes.
absolutely priceless.
And they're going to be priceless because they're going to have
Oklahoma's, yes, they sell good
everybody's
for-
signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. I think that it's a beautiful thing that happens. Seriously.
And that's huge.
And then well deserved, those scavenger hunts. I don't know if I'd make I don't know that I'd make it.
I know.
Yeah. Just
you know,
so nothing but respects for
Yeah,
everyone who
definitely
enters
gonna-
those games.
Definitely going to
And
dedicate and donate those. Probably a couple.
yeah.
Yeah, at least a couple for you to
And
do what
born and
you do.
raised,
That's-
sorry.
I know that we know that's a lot of work for you to be like
Absolutely.
meeting all of those people.
Y'all need to
being
know
like,
what he
hey,
does back there.
so
It is a
his-
lot of
That's a lot of work.
hosting and meeting people and just
Being
awesome,
Yeah,
being cool,
being
and these
cordial.
people love him so much that I'll sign you the That's
So
a
that-
beautiful thing.
That's going to be huge too. The scavenger hunt. That's just crazy.
Nothing
That's
but respect.
crazy.
and
So I mean,
last year you all helped facilitate the scavenger hunt for the born and raised as well. So
Oh, they love that. They love that. And the signatures you got blow my mind. Like, not a lot of people know country. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about little. I'm country.
Yeah.
But I live from bitches.
You are.
But I'm
country.
country.
You're a redneck bitch too.
I'm a redneck bitch. That's right. You can find us redneck bitches at Born and Raised 2025.
I love that as well. That you
I
guys.
tell you, some of those folks are like, "What? Redneck bitches?" And I'm like, man, if you only knew it kind of fit, but it really don't. But yeah,
It took a while.
you cannot compare Rocklahoma to Born and Raised is awesome. I'll tell you, it's like if you haven't went, it's like going to Rocklahoma for the first time again. It's because
I've never been.
you don't know anybody, and you may or may not know all the music, but it's this place, but it's like, whoa, I don't know, it's like
Different vibe.
reborn. Yeah, it's different.
It's a good vibe.
If you like country, that's a plus. And
Yeah.
there's some big ass parties. Can't fuck around and find out.
Yes.
I had the dude, whoa, just whoa. And I mean, there's more. There people bring pool tables and it's wild. It's Rocklahoma style, but it's Born and Raised
Yeah.
style.
I
So
I was
it's a good
always
time. You better get your tickets. They're not as expensive as Rocklahoma tickets.
true story.
So think about that.
And I was always so impressed with Fuck Around and Find Out. They just kind of
Oh, yeah.
they came in and did it, and you know
Yep.
the
first year.
country folk that come into Pryor a couple of weeks after Rocklahoma, it is just such a different vibe, but it's still a great vibe. It's just
a great vibe. Yeah.
yes, it is so different, and the level of acceptance that we have at Rocklahoma is very much there at Born and Raised. And that's one of the things I always love about the Rocklahoma bitches is you guys are just always promoting that acceptance. Like, you know, you whatever you want to do, just be yourself and like own it, and you know, happy. And I always love that about you ladies.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
Thanks,
That's very
Adam.
nice. Oh,
So tell
Not
me
easy.
a little bit. So you guys are now partners or sponsors for Rocklahoma. What's next for the Rocklahoma bitches that you can talk about?
Wow. we
can tell you we're involved this year. We are sponsors.
Mhm.
We have more news to come, but as of like what we can spill, then Rockstar tickets, we can spill that, and
yeah,
we can get that going, get that contest going, and
that's about all.
we'll be there.
We can
We'll be there with
Really
lots of this and that. and
divulge
this.
at the time, but
Oh, I'll tell you this: you don't have to worry about me bidding on any of those guitars.
Somebody else gets a chance now.
So good luck, everybody else.
So, you know, we talked a little bit about you girls, and you girls have always joined us every year that we've been, you know, doing Surviving Rocklahoma since 2015, and you guys have been doing Rocklahoma bitches. You said since what, 2011? You said
11.
wow, crazy.
Just I want to skip it 2020.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
You know, before I let you ladies go for the night, I always like to give my guests an opportunity to like look directly at the folks that are always like, I love those girls. I never get to catch those girls because they're always so busy. And, you know,
Gonna happen.
this is your chance to look at the audience and talk to our Rocklahoma family. Ladies,
Okay.
the stage is yours.
So there's going to be a lot more opportunities this year to interact with us. A lot of times we kind of, we're running around so much that we just get super busy, and you hate to tell somebody, hey, you know, catch me later. And then, you know, we never see these people again. So we're going to be definitely making a lot more announcements of where we're going to be, so that people have the opportunity. I know it feels like sometimes you're chasing us around and sometimes we're chasing our own tails. So, but this year we're going to, once we make the other announcements that we're going to make, you're going to know where we're at. You're going to have every opportunity to interact and get some swag. And because, you know, I know everybody loves the swag, and
I mean, I love it.
we love it. So we're definitely going to be more interactive with people than in past years where we've just kind of been going and
Scattered.
nonstop.
No, and we want to thank all the camps that allowed us to do contests, MC,
Absolutely.
help the most amazing parties go down. Thank you, all of you guys.
Big old bus just does so much. I don't even know how they do it.
Walking
And-
Nightmare let me MC.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to be stopping by there a lot, and we'll
Oh yeah, you'll still see it.
definitely follow our page because we're going to be announcing where we are a lot. And once we're able to make further announcements of the other things that we have coming up, you're going to know where we are more than, normal.
And one more thing, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Rocklahoma. I want to thank Doug, because if it was for Doug suggesting that maybe we'd be sponsors, we wouldn't be here today. Thank you, Doug.
Dougie Fridge.
And all the camps, our friends, you, sir, you, ma'am.
You, man.
Thank you, ma'am.
You started it.
We all started it because this is all Rocklahoma.
I love it, girls. And yeah, you girls have, man, there's always so much stuff going on. And this year, it is so hard for everybody to keep our mouths shut. Because, like, there's all of us organizations that have been fanatics.
So many.
That have
Yep.
just, we
It's
love this
beautiful.
festival. We've all got, like, some big things going on, and this is very much an exciting year for Rocklahoma, as they are now self-produced Prior Creek music festivals. It's not my Rocklahoma, it's not y'all's Rocklahoma, it's our Rocklahoma, and this is going to be a great year. I can't wait to see what is next.
Freaking Benjamin.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, I thank you all so much for joining me.
Thank you.
And being part of our community, supporting the podcast and the community and everything else you ladies do. I can't wait to see what we got next. And like as the ladies said, every week we're going to be
every week. Tune in to get in.
Yes.
I mean, those, like I said, we don't care what you do with tickets. Somebody's going to win them. Yeah. And if you want to have a real Rocklahoma
Somebody has to
experience,
win them. So
then you need Rockstar tickets.
absolutely.
Ooh, and they're going to be in the lounge with us in the back.
Yes. They might not want to be. Shoot, I don't know. But whatever. But that's okay too.
Yeah.
We're easy going.
Yes, ma'am. All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. We've got some more music to feature here on the show. Once again, thank you so much to the Rocklahoma bitches.
We love you, Adam.
We love you,
Thank you,
ladies,
sir.
too.
All right, Rocklahoma.
Rocklahoma bitches.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We'll see you, girls. And that was our guests, Cristy and Kendra of the Rocklahoma Bitches, tuning in as they are now official partners of Rocklahoma, and we are so excited for those girls. Now, speaking of, I think it is time. We've covered quite a bit of stuff here on the show. I think it's time for us to feature some music, and a band that you all know and love, near and dear to your heart, 7 Foot Monkey, decided to shoot us an email. They rocked the box and they said, hey, we want to debut. And I said, you know what? Let's do it right here. So this is, for the first time ever, 7 Foot Monkey with Desperate Ways.
Catch it if you can, it's trendy. Walking like a tiger, stripes loaded for bear. Words become weapons in the wrong hands. Wish I was the piper, cause he's surely been paid. If I'm not, tell me what does that make me? Crawling like a snake with a fang in range. With a hey, Mr. Nice Guy, careful what you say. Caught in desperate ways. Much easier than raising the dead, tied in knots
opioid addiction. Everyone complains of everybody else complaining. That complainers have the right to contemplation. Wish I was the piper, yeah, I'll say it again. With a hey little lost one who's careful how you sin. Caught in desperate ways. Much easier than raising the dead. Both hands on digital graves. Much easier than live the spiral through to falling out. Choice allows for better now. Will we see artificial dreams guide us through our daily scrap? Caught in desperate ways. Much easier than raising the dead. Both hands on digital graves. Much easier than live die.
And that was Desperate Ways by 7 Foot Monkey. As thank you guys so much for rocking the box. Ladies and gentlemen, studio audience, give them some love. 7 Foot Monkey. You know, they're going to be playing a festival coming up here at the end of September. But before we talk about that, we're going to remind folks. Now, if you're watching the show tonight, well, I guess you're probably not at the Vanguard. But if you're in Tulsa, go ahead and swing on down to the Vanguard. There's an awesome show going on tonight, She Hates Me Not, featuring Bison Circus, Crimson Love, and a Faustian Bargain. We also have an event coming up here at Big Belly's Burgers Presents the Summer Music Bash. This is going to be happening in Pryor, July 7th, it looks like. And I'm going to be doing my best to make it up there for this one. You will have opportunities to win Rocklahoma and Born and Raised tickets. This is a festival, or this is an event that you definitely want to catch. Now, our next festival that we will be working as a podcast is the Turf Float Festival that's going to be taking place here in Tahlequah. That's going to be the last weekend of July, going to be at the Diamond Head Resort in Tahlequah. I'm so excited about this one. Huge shout out to Josh and all of the crew. Actually, Josh will be joining us July 7th to talk about the turf float. So make sure that you are following this Surviving Rocklahoma Facebook page. We've got guests coming up almost every week for the next couple of months, so you do not want to miss an episode. You know, speaking of Rocklahoma, it is just right around the corner, less than 70 days. Five Finger Death Punch, Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper, Shinedown, my band 311. Oh, I can't wait for 311. There's so many good bands that I am so excited about seeing. Marky Ramone plays the Ramones, The Darkness. Dorothy, we spoke with Dorothy a couple of years ago. Tom Morello. Oh my gosh, if I'm able to get an interview with Tom Morello, I may cry. Just saying, it's a possibility. Let's not forget about Bruce Dickinson, Sebastian Bach, Lita Ford, Trickster, Dirty Honey's gonna be back. Oh, such a great show! I can't wait. Labor Day weekend. Also, folks, now a little bit after that, We got 2 weeks later, we will be at Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Now, maybe you want something for the whole family. You want to bring the kids. Maybe it's time for a Rocklahoma family reunion. Well, bring them to Stigler, Oklahoma at Lake John Wells. Free event. Rock the Equinox number 10, including a couple of Rocklahoma bands, including Dime Store Riot, Fist of Rage, 9 Left Dead, and Left on Red are going to be a couple of your headliners, including Kira, We Are Araya, Waking the Sleeper, Edge Over Edge, the band that you just watched a little bit earlier, 7 Foot Monkey, will also be playing. We will be there. The podcast is going to be there, and we're bringing our kayaks, so you know we are going to be on the lake in September for Rock the Equinox number 10. Now, also, folks, before we are starting to wind down the hour. And as we wrap up every show, we like to take a moment and just say thanks. Thank you all for tuning in to the show. Thank you for supporting Surviving Rocklahoma, as well as thank you to our guest, Cristy and Kendra of the Rocklahoma Bitches. Remember, folks, if you would like your music featured here on the show, it is easy. All of you got to do is shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Send us an EPK. Send me an email with your press kit. In other words, shoot me a demo. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Throw in a picture or a logo or something. And if you've got an event that you're going to be playing in the area, let us know. Send us your gig as well so we can let everybody know where to go to see you at a live show. Now, all of you servicemen and women out there, active service personnel, first responders, send us your photos, your selfies of you in uniform. We would love to honor you in our War Face segment right here on the show. Now, if you are going to a live event, you got a great story from a live event, or maybe some photos or video, or you got something that you would like to share? Well, send it in to us. Rock the Box, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. We would love to share your experiences as well when we cover the local music community. Now, it doesn't matter how you are consuming the content, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook or any of those podcast networks. Make sure you hit that like and follow button. Those numbers do matter. We got to get those numbers up, folks. Now, this also reminds me, it is June 22nd, and Facebook has changed their policies. So all of the live streams are no longer going to be housed here on Facebook. I think they're only going to host them for so long. So you can also catch the back episodes on our YouTube channel. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button whenever you check those out on YouTube. You can also see all of our interviews from Rocklahoma past, as well as some of our other interviews that we've linked up with artists over the years. With that being said, folks, once again, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, DEB Concerts, as well as At Your Service Rentals, and the Rocklahoma Bitches. Thank you for joining us. And we also want to give a huge shout out to our own proud partner, Rebel Angel of Photography by Angel Lee. We also want to thank our favorite charity, Rockavet, for helping us give the music that is medicine to our veterans. We also want to give a shout out to the Big O Bus, bringing a busload of debauchery and metalcore clothing, the veteran-owned business that is producing all of our t-shirts here. So if you would like to get your own Surviving Rocklahoma merchandise, we will have the link for you available on our Facebook page. We also want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to our newest sponsor, Paulette Haas, the realtor that rocks. Don't get you just a place, get you a house that kicks Haas from the realtor that rocks. Now, we also, you know what? We had a great show. We didn't have, the gremlins left us alone. So, I think it is about time for us to wrap things up. So let's go ahead and give one more final cheers for the night on behalf of Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits and all of our other sponsors. Cheers, everybody. Alrighty, folks. So again, we want to thank all of you all for joining us. And, I really don't have I don't have anything poignant to say other than I'm just so excited about all of the opportunities that those of us who have devoted our time and our energy to this amazing community and all of the groups that out there that pull their resources and do a big camp and just invite everybody so that everybody can have a good time. And then some of us who go a little bit above and beyond to make sure that we are able to show everyone else how to have the amazing time that we had and include those folks who are coming in for the first time, or maybe the folks who haven't been to the festival in a while and are coming back and they get to see some of the changes. So this, we've been saying it a lot. This is our Rocklahoma. This is very much going to be an exciting year for a lot of us. And I can't wait to share the more news that we are all setting on. So let me tell you, folks, this is an exciting time to be part of the Rocklahoma community. And until next time, please stay on the positive side of life and rock on.